Yeah, welcome friends to another lecture. This is our fourth lecture on water tank. So here today we will be solving one numerical problem on the design of rigid base. Yeah. Okay. So let us say this is because last class we have seen the procedure for the design steps we have seen. So just we will familiarize it by using a problem. Okay. Let me read out the problem. A cylindrical tank of capacity 7 lakh liters is resting on the ground. The depth of the tank is limited to 5 meter. A free broad of 300 mm may be provided. The wall and the base slab is monolithically constructed. This point is a catch. The wall and the slab is monolithically constructed, meaning is that it's a rigid base. They have cast together, so the joint is fixed. So meaning is it's a rigid base. Design the tank using M20 concrete and Fe415 steel. Detail the reinforcement. Okay. So coming to this, here the tank capacity is given to you and the depth restriction is also given to you. Sometimes there's a chance that they will give you only the capacity, the depth and the diameter we need to decide. In this case, since the capacity is given to you and the height is given to you, you can find out the diameter easily because pi d square by 4 into h is equal to 7000 liters, means 700 meter cube. But the height is not given to you, then height and depth, height and diameter we need to find out. So in that case, what you can do is the height you can assume like 4 meter or 3 meter, like 3.5 meter, like that, so that d can be calculated. So that's what we do. Okay, so let us solve the problem. Okay, as the first step is going to be the finding out because h is given to you, h is given as maximum 5 meter. So when I say 5 meter, it is inclusive of freeboard. They have given 300 mm freeboard we can take. So 5 minus 300, 5 meter minus 30 centimeter, 0.3. So our height is going to be, the water we can store up to 4.7 meter only. So for all calculations we need to take h as 4.7 meters. So that you please keep in mind. So using this formula, volume is equal to 700, because 7 lakh meaning 1 meter cube is 1000 liters. So divided by 1000 you will get 700. So d you can find it out. So once you found out d diameter, the next step is, as we have discussed yesterday, find out the thickness of the wall. Okay, using the thumb rule, t, small t is equal to 30 h plus 50. So t is equal to 30 and h is 4.7, h in meters. Okay, plus 50. So whatever you are getting is in millimeter actually. So you will get 191. So let us round it to, let us say it is t is equal to 200. So your overall thickness will be 200 plus 30. As I told you, this center to this point, this t is this much. You need the complete thickness. So t plus this 30 you can take. 30 means 25 cover and 5 mm diameter, half of the diameter of the bar. So let us say 230 mm total. Okay. So the next step is you find out all these coefficients. Okay, so in the question it is given M20 concrete. So your sigma CBC is 7. Okay, FCQ by 3 you can take. Otherwise you can find out from the IS 456 also. And sigma ST is 150. And from this you will get M is, I think this 11 is wrong. It is going to be 13.33. 13.33. Okay, is 13.33. So you have got all the parameters. So using this you find out m, find out k, you will get 0.39. J is 1 minus k by 3, 0.87. Z is 174, that is j into d, and m is q bd square. So 1.19. I think it is that correct? 1.19. 7 into k is 0.39 into j is 0.87. 0.39 into 0.87 divided by 2. So it is coming 1.19. Yeah, it is correct. 1.18 something you will get. Okay. So all these coefficients you found out. Nothing wrong in that. Nothing confusion in that. It's a direct. Just put formula and get the answer. Yeah. So another thing is next step is finding out the parameters h square by dt, because we are going to find out the hoop tension and we are going to find out bending moment. Shear, I told you, it is not predominant, so we are not much interested on that, finding out that, because we are not going to use it anywhere, because we are not going to find out the shear check, because normally it is safe. All right. Yeah. So you will find out the coefficients for tension, hoop tension and bending moment. For that we need to find out h square by dt, because in the mm, I think fixed, yeah. Okay, let us see this. So this is the your, okay, this h square by dt is what we need actually. Just because with the h square by dt only we can find out the coefficients actually. So for that you need to find out h square by dt. Okay, so for us you will get h is 4.7, d is 14 and t is 0.2. Okay, 200 mm is point, so you will get 7.89. So if you see this figure, here the maximum is after 6 it is 8 only. So either you need to interpolate it, otherwise you can take the next higher value. Okay, so what we got here, it is sorry, what we got here, it is what is say 7.89, so make it 8, so that is we can pick up the value directly, you don't need to interpolate it. So let us see h square by dt is so let us see the coefficient for. So here you see this is the coefficient. Okay, so this is for 8, so this is for bending moment. Let me go through the tensile. Okay, so this is for a h square by dt. So in this row the max, because you see this also in the table it is given tension on circular ring wall fixed at base. So this is for a fixed base. Okay, so in this, because flexible phase we don't use this formula, I mean we don't use code actually. So it is 8 is given, so maximum value is 0.57 in this row. Maximum value is 0.57 plus, because you don't need to worry about plus or minus, as I told you. It is no way it is going to help us actually, because we are providing 2 layers of steel. So this plus or minus is not a matter, because plus meaning the tension is inside, minus means tension is outside. Anyhow we are providing 2 layers of bar, so it is not a problem for us actually. So 0.575, so that is what we got here, 0.575. Sorry, there is a u. Okay, 0.575. So another one is we will find out the coefficient for bending moment also. So coefficient for bending moment, it is in the next page. Okay, this is what. So here also the governing factor is h square by dt. So this is 8. This 8 h square by dt is 7.89. So you are rounding off to 8. From this value you will get the maximum value is minus. You don't need to worry about minus 0.146. Okay, so we got the parameters 0.146, 0.146 and 0.575. So the next step is finding out once you got the coefficients, because in this code, so you can see here the moment, once you go to coefficient, moment is equal to coefficient to gamma h cube. Similarly here tension T is equal to coefficient into gamma h into r. R means d by 2. So using this formula you will find out the bending moment and hoop tension. Okay, so hoop tension is coefficient into gamma h into r, hd by 2. So you will get 189.75, and bending moment is nothing but coefficient into gamma h cube. So you will get 15.15 kilonewton meter. Shear, as I told you, is not necessary, so I am not finding it out actually. Okay, so you will get 189.75 and 15.17. 189.75 is the hoop tension, and this is your moment. So the next step is you need to check whether the thickness what you provided is right or not, sufficient or not. So T is equal to root of m, because mb is equal to q bd square. From that, b is 1000, d is nothing but our thickness. So T is equal to root of m by qb. So you will find out T is equal to, m is already found out, 15.15. M divided by q, 1.19 into 1000. 1000 means 1 meter width, length of the bar. So you will get 112.94. Whatever we have provided is 200 mm. So we are on the safer side. If it is not safe, increase the thickness. Yeah. Hope it is clear. Is that fine? So the next step is finding out area of the reinforcement. So as I told you before, right, in the previously, because we will be having two reinforcement tension, we will be finding out tension and bending moment. So for tension we will find out this circular reinforcement which is inside, and for bending moment we will find out the vertical reinforcement which is also inside. Okay, so and outside side this value, this one, and outer side this one, we will use the minimum reinforcement. Okay, is that clear? So you find out AST bending moment. So for bending, with the bending moment, whatever you are finding out is this vertical steel. Okay, and from tension, hoop tension, whatever we are finding out circular steel. So you got what, 580 millimeter square. So assume a diameter of the bar 12 mm. So you can find out spacing, because this we have seen, you know how to find out spacing and all. So you will get 194 mm. That is a 180 mm. Similarly, for hoop tension, AST is nothing but tension divided by sigma ST. So you will get 1265 millimeter square. So use 12 mm, because you can use 16 mm diameter bar also. If you are using 16 mm diameter, higher diameter bar, what will happen is your spacing will be more. If you are using lower diameter bar, your spacing will be less. So in this case, I have used 12. I could have gone for 16 also. Nothing wrong in that. So time being, let me use 12. So you will get spacing is SH means spacing of horizontal bars or hoop bar. Pi d square bar, small a, so a into 1000 divided by ST. So you will get 89.3 I got. And because 89.3 is not possible to market side, so I am taking 85. Even 85 is not sufficient, so let me go with that 85. Okay, so from this you find out the actual area of steel. Same procedure, you know. Pi d square by 4 into 1000 divided by a, instead of AST you give spacing, so you will get 1413, because you got 1265 only. Since you reduced the spacing from 89.3 to 85, you will get more reinforcement, 1413, because this one we need for checking the axial tension in concrete. So this is the next step, is going to be checking the axial tension in concrete. Okay, so sigma Ct is T divided by 1000 into T plus M minus 1 into AST axial. So this is what. So sigma Ct is because tension, you know it already found out, 189.75 into 1000, and 1000 into thickness is 200 plus M. M already found out 13.3. You know that. And AST actual is, this is what actual, 1413. So the value whatever you got is 0.87, whereas permissible sigma Ct is 1.2. I told you, you can find out 0.27 root FCK, because it is not there in the code actually. Code it starts from M25 only. Okay, so we are on the safer side. 1.2 is permissible value is 1. We can go up to 1.2. Whatever we have is only 0.87. We are on the safer side. Yeah. So the next step is finding out reinforcement for the outer face. So as I told you, it's outer face, this reinforcement, this reinforcement. So what we do is we will give the minimum reinforcement. Okay, so AST is 0.24, because it is Fe415. So 0.24 is the minimum. So 0.24 by 4 into 100 into 1000 into 200. 200 is thickness, so you will get 480 millimeter square. So using 12 mm dia, you will get spacing is 200 mm. Okay, so you have two types of reinforcement now. I will tell you these things, you just keep in mind. So because vertical reinforcements are, you have 12 dia at 180 center to center, and circular reinforcement is this one, 12 dia at 80 center to center. Okay, then your outer face, you have this reinforcement. Where is that? This reinforcement. Okay, this is also 12 dia at both the vertical and circular is 200 center to center, because this we will use it for detailing it actually. Okay, so it will be more clear for you. So what is the next step? Next step is your base slab. So as usual, you know that base slab how to design, because minimum base slab doesn't carry any bending moment or shear force, anything at all. So assume a minimum thickness of 150 mm, then minimum area of steel is 0.3% you use it. Okay, so if it is, usually you will have a doubt like if Fe415 0.24, why 0.3? Nothing wrong in that, you can go for 0.24, but normally as a matter of fact 0.3 is the base slab you use it actually. If you take 0.24 also nothing wrong. So AST is 0.3 by 100 and 150, so you will get 450 millimeters square. So this 450 millimeters square for the both top and bottom. So one side it will be 225. Okay, so then decide a diameter and spacing. So only thing here you should notice, I got the spacing is 500 mm, but as per the code, for any slab the spacing is maximum is 3D or 300 mm. So you cannot go with 500, so provide 300 mm. Okay, so that's all with that. So now I will just do the detailing now, because detailing is very important for all, because I think we have done it, but you know it. Let us see once again. I think what have to do, I think I cannot reduce it because it is going outside. 1 minute. Okay.